this is Dr. Bad Vibes. We've got some news. We have a prison officer that was filmed having relations with an inmate in his prison cell, who is a swinger who appeared on a Channel 4 documentary as her sister reveals how she warned her not to mix her lifestyle with work. Yeah, if you're a swinger, you definitely don't want to mix that with any work. So a 30-year-old woman faces a police investigation after she was recorded romping with a prisoner at HMP Wandsworth. She is understood to have recently quit her job as a prison officer in the South London jail following the scandal. So it's not just Florida. Looking at you too, London. Nobody's immune. So her sister... Oh, did they take the video down as I was reporting on it? That's weird. Huh. All right. Anyways, here we go. All right, so her sister told Tonight how she warned her not to mix her lifestyle with her work and said she was now suffering the consequences. She said her and her husband were stars of Channel 4's Open House, The Great Sex Experiment. That's a name for a show, huh? In which couples push the boundaries of the relationships at a luxury country escape. It was shown last year. And her sibling, who is a trainer from London, told Mail Online Tonight how she had to block fans of her sister from her own social media after the racy show. Linda is also believed to have an explicit OnlyFans account as well. The sister said she's a swinger. She was on a Channel 4 program called The Open House. I never saw it. It's not the sort of thing I'd watch with my little sister on it. Yeah, that would be kind of disgusting. So this is the prison guard. Okay. So she faces a police investigation after she was recorded romping with a prisoner. This doesn't look like any prison guard I've ever seen. Not that I've been in prison, but I have known a few guards. So this is the video in question, or a photo from it at least. She can be seen wearing the uniform as well. All right, let's see what the gallery has here. Go away, video, whatever you're doing. Let's see. I guess these are probably all from her social media. Again, does this look like a prison guard anybody's seen? And what's this? What's on that toilet? Is that like is that Tupperware full of piss? So this is the cell. They get a TV and everything. Oh, so he was recording it, it sounds like. Or maybe he was aware of the recording, I don't know. So he says, guys, we've made history. This is what I'm telling you. So this is a different cell. This one looks a lot more bleak. And this is the outside of the prison. Man, even the prisons look cool in England. In the UK. Yeah. So, okay, they've got a lot of video and imagery of what the inside of the prison looks like. Okay, this is all like barely related stuff here. So let's see, what else do they say? All right, so this is from the older sister. I've built up a big community on my own social media. I preach fitness and God, but when her fans found her, they found me and they were sending me messages, and I was blocking everyone because it's not something I wanted to be associated with. So the guard's OnlyFans reads, I like that OnlyFans is like the source of news here. I'm a happy, married, sexy Latina who wants to share hot content with you. Experience my real life, real love, real sex, and real orgasms. All right, well, straight to the point. We believe in authenticity. All our content will be genuine, and we'll never fake it because we want you to enjoy watching it as much as we'll enjoy making it. Her sister said she only found out Linda worked for the prison service at the start of the year and said the pair had a heart-to-heart. She explained, I've had my say with her. I was very brutally honest with her about her behaviors. I spoke to her previously about her lifestyle. All I can say is I'm a firm believer in God, and Linda gave herself to the wrong lifestyle, 100%. She's now suffering the consequences, unfortunately, which has fallen down on her husband, our parents, and myself. Well, that's a shame. I don't have anything bad to say about my sister, besides the fact I was wary of the lifestyle she was leading, and I knew it was going to lead her down a very horrible path, which I warned her about. As her older sister, the only blame I have is I should have been more thorough. I should have been harsher, but then again, everyone chooses their own path. Yeah, that's a pretty nice prison. That's not how not like I've been in a lot of prisons. That's not how the prisons look like in the US that I've seen. She is seen wearing a uniform during the explicit clip, which begins with her performing a sex act on an unidentified prisoner at the Category A jail in southwest London. So I guess that's a UK term, I guess. So Category A, I don't know what that means. Is that like super max, or is that like low risk? I mean, I assume if they have female guards with male inmates, that must be a low risk place. I would hope. So again, just photos of her. If there's anything new here. Tony, what happened to hard labor? Well, something was hard, and it may have been laborious, but a lesson may not have been learned. I want to know what the story is on this Tupperware. It looks gross. All right. So the footage that came out. So the footage, which Mel Online understands to be recent, then shows her having sex with the prisoner while his cellmate films on a mobile phone. Oh, so I thought it was like I thought it was security footage. That's what confused me there. So they're allowed to have TV and cell phones. Man, this is quite a prison here. I'm gonna go to UK and commit some crimes so I can have a vacation. So footage of the cell shows a TV and piles of clothes heaped over a bunk bed. And the friend who is smoking while recording says, "Guys, we've made history. This is what I'm telling you." And then the officer's radio left on a side table crackles constantly with her colleagues heard on the other channels above the den of the other prisoners on the landing, unaware of what was going on in the cell. At one point, someone appears to try to come into the cell, at which the man filming can be heard saying to the person on the other side of the door, give me a minute, 1 second. So the prisoner filming tells his friend to carry on and then pans the camera around momentarily and grinning says, "This is how we roll in Wandsworth." He then tells his friend having sex, I have to do an accent. "You know you're a gangster, ain't it?" The former head of security at Wormwood Scrubs called the footage shocking. She told the Mail Online, This is what is completely wrong with the prison service in this day and age. The woman disgraces not only herself, the uniform, and the prison service." A prison spokesman said, "Staff corruption is not tolerated, and the former prison officer allegedly featured in this video has been reported to the police." Again, man, I mean, European architecture, man, it's just, even the prisons are awesome. It would be inappropriate to comment further while they investigate. So the Met Police said, "We've been made aware of a video allegedly filmed inside HMP Wandsworth. A police investigation is underway. At this early stage, there have been no arrests. We are in close contact with the Ministry of Justice." So it sounds like this is going to be a very big deal. Let's see. A former prison governor said the footage raised serious security concerns. "If this footage is authentic, and I've been assured it is, the problems confronting a likely new labor administration go far beyond overcrowding." Well, it looked like it was pretty crowded in there. They had 3 people in the room. I think criminals would rather go to the prison in UK, Europe than US. I mean, if this is what the prisons look like over there, yeah, I mean, I feel like if things keep getting bad in the US, we're going to go over there and commit crimes just so we can have some country club living. All right. This is a national law enforcement agency. The idea that recruits to it would even contemplate, let alone participate in such acts, is a stunning indictment to the utter chaos inside this prison. It won't be an isolated incident. The state is no longer in charge here. The security implications and corruption threat is obvious and as explicit as the flagrant acts. The widespread infiltration of illicit mobile phones will mean this footage is seen by a huge number of prisoners. That was my thought too. I mean, and I've heard that that's a thing everywhere, like, you know, mobile phones being slipped in through various means. How are decent female officers supposed to feel safe to do their jobs in an environment where colleagues willingly participate in their sexual humiliation and exploitation in these gross-ass rooms? So 2 years ago, a female officer faced similar police probe over a similar tape. The woman in her 30s was filmed performing an act on a male prisoner while in uniform. Wow. Yeah, literally the inmates are running the asylum, or they're at least, you know, banging the asylum. So more than 80 prison staff have been sacked or reprimanded since 2013 for having affairs with inmates, according to official statistics. That's like the ultimate delusion of, I can change him. He's in prison and filming me, but I can change him. So Ministry of Justice figures reveal that up until last year, 59 female staff and 24 male workers were caught. HMP Berwyn in North Wales had the worst record, with 18 female staff found to have had relationships with inmates since the prison opened in 2017. That's a new prison. They wasted no time. Yeah, if you don't know how cell phones are being smuggled in, use your imagination. Nature gave us a pocket, but I don't think it was meant to be used as a pocket. So HMP Wandsworth was put into special measures after a damning report by a chief inspector of prisons. During an unannounced visit, he found 80% of prisoners sharing cells designed for one person. Wow. 44% testing positive for drugs, and some going without showers for 5 days. And despite the alleged escape of terror suspects last year, he said security remained a serious concern, with staff on the chaotic wings frequently unable to accurately account for the whereabouts of their prisoners. Wow. This is quite shocking. Built more than 170 years ago, Wandsworth is one of the oldest and most famous prisons in the country. It has had its fair share of high-profile inmates, from Oscar Wilde to more recently tennis star turned bankrupt Boris Becker. Wow. So, in his warning to ministers calling for the Category B jail to be placed in emergency measures, they described an atmosphere among prisoners characterized by a degree of despondency that I have not come across in my time as chief inspector. He said staff are hampered by a lack of experience, poor management, and poor or non-existence relationship with prisoners. He added that many are suffering from high levels of burnout, with a third unavailable for work each day. Mobile phones are illegal inside prisons, but they can be smuggled in by visitors or corrupt staff. I wonder how. Violence is an acute problem inside the jail, with more than 10 assaults on staff every week. Okay, this is just getting into statistics. Is there anything else here? May have rolled in. I think it changed into another story here. Well, I was saying the prison looked nice. Not all of it does. Yeah, so this is all just about the prison thing in general. So let me see if that video, that's funny. So when I started reading this, the video was there. Now it's not. They must have pulled it down for some reason. Much like the inmate pulled down his pants. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about that. Be careful who you hire as a guard, I guess.